Hello, welcome to the MBH Show. I'm Matthew, and this is my show. As promised, I have received the Echo hydrogen water making unit, and I'm going to unbox it, and we'll just kind of go over what's in the box, and then I'm going to use it and start her up and charge it, and we will give you a play-by-play. We meaning me, because it's only me today. So I have my super duper knife that is beautifully handmade, that I got as a gift from my awesome girlfriend, and this is amazing. It is a HelleGop from Norway, just to let you know. So it's made in Norway. It's Helle, and the model is Gaupe. Gop. So that's it. It's pretty cool, huh? Check that out. I know it's different video, but anyway. Okay, so this is always my surgery tool. So I am going to unbox. This is the box. As you can see, that's the way it is. Okay, let's unbox this. The unit is small. It's only 10 ounces, which I don't know. I mean, you can get desktop or countertop ones, but I am not doing that because they cost a lot more than I want to spend. So as I dig into this, I am seeing that it is much smaller than I think or thought it would be, and it has instructions. It says scan me, so you can scan it right on it with a QR code. Power button, as you can see, it's very thin. I mean, it's very thin, but again, 10 ounces isn't a whole lot. So we're going to unbox this puppy right here, and we will see what is in it. The box is I know this is goofy, I'm talking about boxes, but the box is very well constructed. They spent a good amount of money on the graphics on it, and it's just a regular, looks like a regular box just to hold everything in, and nothing super special. I'm going to take this out. It looks all brand new. It comes with the 10 ounce and no instructions, so that I can see. So the instructions will be right here on the box. Let me close this, because I'm not putting it back in the box. I'll be using it. So as I said, the instructions are on the box, and it says, I can read this to you, it says, convenient, designed for busy lifestyle. It is small enough to take anywhere, but big enough to quench your cravings. Okay, so I don't have my reading glasses on, and I only use those temporarily. Anyway, so I'm going to scan the box to see what it is. What it is. What is it? What is it? Okay, I have my phone, have my picture taking thing, like this. I'm going to do this. It's going to find it, finds it right away, and then it takes me to, if you need assistance, unboxing EchoGoPlus. Why is there water in the EchoGoPlus? Go Plus manual. So this just gives you, I know this is not going to come out very good. This is bad videoing, but I wasn't planning on showing you a QR code. But anyway, you scan it, and it gives you the choices of those things, which I'm not going to use just yet because I think it's self-explanatory to a point. designed in the US, built in China. So they're kind of taking the Apple approach here. So that's that. So you can see it seems built well. Plastic. I'm going to unscrew it. Let me do that, start over again, so it kind of lines up here, and then you unscrew it like this, and those are the inner workings of it. So inside we have, I'm going to set this like this so you can see it right here, and then I'll set this right here so you can see it. So it comes with a charging cable. It comes with, looks like an extra seal of some sort, which we will look at in a minute online. So there's two seals. So it comes with a stupid bag. I hate those bags. Two little rubber, what I'm going to say, seals, and it looks like they're in there. So this top probably comes off some way, which I don't know, or you just use those right here. I don't know, but we're going to find out. We are going to find out. So those two things are right there. Charging cable right here. Charging cable right there. I can even bring that back further, and then you can see more. And then the lid. So the lid is right here, and there is water in it. It said, don't be alarmed if there's water in it. That's supposed to be that way. And I must have gotten another. Okay, take two. Start from the beginning. No, I'm kidding. Not starting from the beginning. But anyway, so I'm going to read what it takes, because it looks to me like these caps have to come off, and then you would, or not, because they screw on. Let's see that. Yeah, but I do have to do it with this one. So let me look at the instructions, and let me get this thing charging too. I'm going to get it charging, and I will be right back after I look at the instructions, and I will, it's not complicated, but it's just, there's just a couple things that I don't know by looking at it. I can assume, but I don't want to make mistakes. So I'm going to read the directions. I know who reads the instructions. I do. I'm gonna do that right now. Let me charge it. I'm gonna charge it. Okay, so it's like Christmas. I just got delivered some healthy stuff. Algae. It's gross. Ew, yuck. Healthy. It's not gross. It's a pill you take, and it's two things. It's spirulina. As you know, I can never pronounce anything. So spirulina and chlorella combined. So I got that straight from Amazon, and I got a box of meat that we're going to unbox for another show, another episode. So check it out. Just got it. So right after I record this, I'm going to record the next one. It is from Seven Sons Farms. So it's a box of shipped meat. I believe it's grass-fed, grass-finished. You're going to find out if you just look at the next one. But this is all part of the 2024 nutrition health kick that everybody goes into. Everything's health related today. We got the spirulina luna, and the lunar eclipse, and the chlorella, and we have the water hydrogen maker, and we have the this is the EchoGo, and the meat. And so we're out of control. And then I have more meat coming too. So it's like grass-fed, grass-finished, organic is the next one. So, but I mean, not the one after the Seven Sons. So Seven Sons, we're going to eat. I have four places I'm buying from meat. Kind of trying out the best one, best bargain, best quality. One is Seven Sons. One is Buy Direct, which I get at can order online. I'm a lifetime member, and I can order at and pick up at the local farmers market here in Orange. and and then organic true meat, I think is what it is, and that's organic grass-fed, grass-finished. So that's even one step better, and I think that's what I'm ultimately going to go with, because I think organic is a great idea, because it can be grass-fed, but the grass can have pollutants in it and toxins. So it's just an extra step, but if it costs $1 million more, then I may not do it, but I don't know. We're just gonna go over it and see what's best, and I'm gonna show you what you get when you order. Anyway, let's continue with looking at the instructions and figuring out how to get this thing working, because we're gonna do it, we're gonna play with it, and we're gonna make it do what it needs to do. Okay, anyway. Okay, so I found out a couple interesting things. These silicone washers are just replacements, so I don't need to know anything about that until I need to replace it. Okay, so I see in the bottom or the top of that one that there's one. But anyway, what I want to tell you is this right here twists off. Okay, so this twists off, and there's water in there, and apparently the reason why there's water is because it needs to be moist from the factory. The mechanisms just need to have water on them. So that's what that is. The other thing I found out, so I'm going to actually put this together right now. Let's see if I'm going to adjust the camera. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put this together, but I am going to show you one interesting thing about it that I didn't know about after you take this off. Okay, so that just keeps that water in there. And then you just take this part and you put it on so that everything lines up, and you just look and see everything's lined up the way that it should be. And you fill it from the top here, and we're going to go get some water to put in there. There is nothing to do with the top of it. So let me get some water. They say always use good quality water. Okay, I don't like plastic bottles. I don't have an RO system. If you have an RO system or something that you recommend, please put it in the comments, because I've been looking and it just seems like they're a lot of money. They waste water. I don't know. So I just haven't pulled the trigger, and I keep buying, or I started again buying this type of water. I question the quality of the filtration of my refrigerator, even though I changed the filter, but I don't know. So just to be safe, using this device, I'm going to use, and I'm not affiliated, I don't get sponsored, but that's what I'm going to use. I also use the Kirkland pH. I bought a couple of cases of those just to start testing this unit out. Now for the interesting part, there is a way to activate on this device UV. So yeah, this actually has a hidden feature that I never saw advertised, is that it has a UV feature, and you can engage it by, when it's off, when the unit is off itself, you press and hold this for 7 seconds. Now I haven't even turned this on whatsoever, so I don't know what it's supposed to look like entirely, but let's go ahead and 7 seconds, see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, it beeped. So it beeped. Now it should be off, because they said that it's engaged when from the factory. So I'm going to go ahead and put it back on. And how you can tell, like I'm going to go ahead and press it just so I can engage it, and then I'll turn it off. So you do that, and then there's a purple light. So it looks like it's engaged now, because there's 3 blue lights and then there's 1 purple light right there. So I actually just engaged it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that back on, and I'm going to turn it back off because it actually started. Okay, so now it's off. I don't want to start it yet. So we are now going to go ahead and fill it with this water. And what they said is, like, to the O on Echo, that's where you're going to want to fill it. So, I mean, I don't need to go, I'll go to the H, because they said you might get leaks. So if you have it away from you, you can actually see the lettering. That's interesting. And you can see when it gets to the O, I'm going to get to the bottom of the O, top of the H, bottom of the O. Perfect. Okay. So that's how I'm doing it. Now I'm going to put the lid on, and everything seems to line up. And from what I understand, it creates pressure, so you want everything sealed, and otherwise it'll leak. If you fill it too much, it'll leak out of the actual things. So, okay, so we're going to run this now. I just wanted to point out that literally that's 10 ounces. So when you think, well, 10 ounces is a lot, it's not that much, but it doesn't matter. So you could get, this is 33, so you can get about 3 with a couple sips left out of a 33 ounce bottle. So it is what it is. So now I'm going to press the button, and hopefully it comes out the way that it should. I'll press it. 1, 2. So there we go. That's what it looks like there. And instantly I see bubbles. So there's activity immediately happening. So let me go ahead and show you that. So hopefully you can see the bubbles happening immediately. I'm going to try to put it a little bit better. So it's 9 minutes, 22 seconds is a nice clear display. Blue water with, I can see the purple light in there, so the UV is activated, which again, I didn't know there was UV. I got a healthy hydration or healthy hydration one as well, which was a little bit more expensive, and I'm not sure, all the specs are generally the same. I'm going to go over both of them. I'll do an unboxing and do the same that I do with this, and then I'll do a comparison of the two. I don't have the technology or biology or chemistry to actually get readings from it like some other ones do, but just the basic use of it and what's in the box and the differences between them, you will see. So I'm going to let this go for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to pop it open and let you know if the water tastes weird, or if it tastes good, or if I drink it, I all of a sudden can float or explode. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but stay tuned, and I'll be back in 5, 4, 3. Okay, so we have 30 seconds or so left. We're going to see if it beeps. And I'm noticing there's little bubbles and then there's big bubbles. Again, I have no clue what I'm looking at. I don't know what's good, if it's all the same, I don't know anything about it. So let's listen to see. And then we're going to taste it. Hopefully it doesn't explode. Okay, so it beeps twice. The bubbles stop. Light goes out. So this should be UV lit, meaning it kills all the bacteria, but if I'm using this, hopefully there's not bacteria. It's not going to kill the plastic crap, but it'll kill any bad water, which makes me wonder why you have to use filtered water. Oh, because of the chlorine, they said. So you want to use filtered. You want to at least let your water sit out 24 hours so that the chlorine evaporates, because they said that anything that is in the water will go in you. So I'm going to go ahead or easily absorb. So chlorine is one that you don't want in your body, along with a lot of other ones, but the UV should kill at least bacteria, which is still fascinating. I keep mentioning it because it's fascinating. So let's go ahead. I'm going to take this off. We'll see if it's pressurized, because that's what I heard, is that it's pressurized. So here we go. I'm holding the base, turning it. Let's listen. Actually, don't just hold the base because the whole thing will turn. You want to hold the actual, like I am right here. Let's listen. Oh yeah, so it definitely pressurizes it. So let's take a sip and see what it tastes like. The smell, it has a smell. Okay, so it definitely has a taste. I don't know what that means. Come to think of it, I probably should have cleaned the actual bottle out before I used it because of manufacturing contamination. But it's always, I mean, at least it's always a good thing to do. Maybe that's what it is. So now this is a faulty test. However, it does smell a little bit. Not bad. I mean, it's water, but it is noticeable when you're concentrating on it. If I didn't know this was, I probably wouldn't think about it. I mean, if it wasn't manipulated, I don't think I would think about it. But you're also supposed to drink it fast because the hydrogen goes away. So I'm going to drink this fast and see if I can float and not explode like the Zeppelin or the Hindenburg. Well, no. So that's that. I don't have anything else to say really about it. I think it's interesting that you could do 3 of these a day. I wouldn't hesitate to do 3 of these a day. Just breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Set this while you're doing something else, and then let it go. The UV, I don't know if you have to use, or it's recommended to use the UV all the time. I don't think it really matters if you're using good water. I don't think it would also hurt, but on the other hand, I don't know. I mean, if you don't need it, you don't need it. It seemed to come with at least 80% charge. At least that's the way it looked like on the indicator. Didn't need charging to first use it. I would say this. I don't know why they made it hexagonal or quadra, mega, whatever the shape is, because round to me would be better. I don't know if there's some design why they did it, if it's structural, but it just seems like things would always line up if it was a circle, right? So if this is off a little bit, you can tell, but if it doesn't tighten up, you got to go past that, and then it's a little bit past. So a simple recommendation, as long as it's not a structural thing, is maybe just make it round. I mean, I don't dislike the shape, but it seems like to me it could be people's perception is strong. So if you just make it round, it might work. It might look better, or make it or some shape that where it would always line up. I don't think it's a problem. For me, I'm just saying that's the only thing I can think about it. It feels like it's made well. It's plastic. I'm not a huge fan of plastic, but it's going to be more durable. And you can make plastic okay, right? It's lighter than glass, I'm sure. And it looks like a very well-made product. I did notice I did not show you the bottom. So the bottom just has serial numbers and the regular necessary things that have to be put on there. As you can see, I'm doing it down here. So that's what's on there. That's the unit. This is the unit to my head right there. Okay, see, my forehead, my hand, you can just see how big it is, how small it is. Although I'm 8 feet tall and 700 pounds, so, or maybe I'm 7 inches tall and 3 pounds. I don't know, but you'll never know. So this is kind of a weird thing, but I've been known to do weird things, so whatever. Anyway, thank you for joining me and visiting the MBH Show. I'm Matthew, this is my show. I hope you got something out of this. Next, as I said, this is like Christmas. We're going to do our next episode with Seven Sons Farms, which is meat that I just got delivered, and can't wait. Let's do an unboxing on that next. Thanks for joining me. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and otherwise be good humans to everyone and kind to animals. Adopt a dog and, just be good. See you next time.